This is Zac and Gus,
the podcast.
Whoa!
The season finale.
Welcome,
Holy
everybody.
shit!
This is
I
the
was
season
not
finale
fucking expecting that. Oh my god!
of the Zac and Gus podcast. Hello, welcome, hello.
That actually took me by surprise. That was amazing. I love that.
Thank you.
I reckon, considering it's the season finale, we should be doing some shout-outs. Special thank you to Dane for making our intro so great.
His voice is the voice of the show, and we will forever be grateful to Dane for having the voice of the show. You're a legend. And every single time I've ever asked him, hey Dane, can you record this? Sure, he always does it. And
Yeah, always
props to him for
immediately is up to the task. So this is, for those who are very confused why we're losing our shit, the season finale of the Zac and Gus podcast. And what a season it's been, Zac.
it's been great. Now, for those worried, we are coming back. We're not doing a One Direction and then going to come back. We're actually coming back. We have to take a month off.
We better not break the hearts of our audiences the same way 1D broke my heart all those years ago.
We have to take a break because I have Year 12 exams. So we will be back
Classic Zac having a future.
late November, start of December. I think that's the process we're doing, Gus.
And we will be better than ever. We're going to be recording in person. I actually have a little bit of a surprise for Zac when we're coming back in person, but he and you will find out what that is next season. So that's
God, I can't wait for that.
To.
So that's something for me to not do a Harry Styles. Was it Harry Styles? No, it wasn't Harry Styles.
No, it was Zayn. I actually made the mistake of when we last had this conversation thinking it was Harry, despite the fact that I'm supposed to, I used to be a massive One Direction fan.
Yeah. So I won't do a Zayn and I will come back. But to celebrate this momentous occasion, season finale.
You do sort of look like Zayn.
Thanks. Is that a good
So
thing?
please, no, not if you're going to do a Zayn.
Oh, okay. I won't do a Zayn.
Zayn's pretty hot, so it's not a bad thing to look like him.
Can
but
you
don't
not
be
call
like
me
him
hot?
as a person. No, I indirectly called you hot by saying you look like a hot person. Not the same thing. I'm not sexually attracted to you, Zac.
That's great. Now I want to split.
What a start to the show.
As I was trying to say, we're not doing a flip.
We're not doing a flip because it wouldn't be right to end the show on what do you call it?
A competitive note.
Except we are playing a game and it's going to get very competitive.
I will like to say, though, with us not doing the flip, that does mean that for Season 1 and possibly forever, the Zac and Gus leaderboard, which can be accessed at zacandgus.com/leaderboard, will stay for the Before the Pod game at Gus 14 and Zac 11.
Well, surely we're still going to do a Before the Pod game, right? Like, we can switch back to rock, paper, scissors, but it will work because we'll actually be able to see each other.
That's very true, but we might want to change that for Season 2. So we don't know.
Okay, yeah. That is true. So pretty much this episode, we are going to be reliving the memories of our 29 episodes by, literally showing you some of our favorite moments from the show and playing a game later on related to Zac's knowledge of the podcast.
Which one would hope would be good, because if my knowledge wasn't good, that'd be pretty embarrassing considering I edit every single one of these things, and I also create the
would
clips.
be, but the way I've set this game up doesn't really test your knowledge. You'll see. It's a bit random.
Oh, sweet.
So, we'll get into the memories, I think, unless you had anything else to bring up, Zac.
No, just a quick. If you decided that you're not going to listen to the season finale, we will still post clips and vids on our social medias. So chuck us a follow, Zac and Gus on Facebook, Zac and Gus on Instagram, and Zac and Gus on YouTube.
And if you have anything you want to tell us during the break before we come back, you can email us at zacandgusshow@gmail.com.
Sweet.
Okay. So we're going to go through Zach and I have both prepared 3 of our favorite memories from the whole time we've done this podcast. So Zach, my first memory is that whole conversation, the first conversation. I feel like we've had a lot of conversations about this since the first one.
I thought you were going to say just the whole conversation, and I was like, yeah, we've had a few conversations over 29 episodes.
Yeah, just a few. The whole conversation we had about me wanting to fuck Kyle. So go ahead and play that now.
Oh, sweet. I mean, yeah, he does have had a model girlfriend, but I think that was because of the amount of money he had.
Hey, that's pretty rude. Oh, you just think because he's fat that he only has a hot girlfriend because he has money. That's pretty rude, Zach.
It's Kyle Sandilands.
Yeah, but like, I can see how girls would be attracted to him. It's just
How?
the sheer, not physically. I mean, he's not ugly, but he's just fat. But like, just based on the sheer shock value of the shit that he's done, he's just a man. Like that.
So you would bleep Kyle based on the fact that he's a shock jock.
Look, if the opportunity arose, I would for sure have sex with Kyle Sandilands. Bleep. I think we might have just gotten our episode title.
Was that that was the very first conversation we ever had about Kyle Sandilands?
Yeah. No, I don't. I think we'd done Kyle chats before that. That was just the first time I said I wanted to fuck him.
Oh.
Did not realize that, a computer noise happened during that. That was sort of annoying. I might re-get that clip for me play it.
Yeah, halfway through it, if we've managed to clip it out, a Windows sound popped up, and I was like, oh shit, that was my computer. And then I realized I have a Mac, and I was like, Gus.
You were so disrespectful. You continue to this day to be disrespectful to Kyle, and it's not.
No. I reckon I've got a good defense here. Kyle Sandilands is not that good looking. He's fat. There are no.
Hey, there's a difference between fat and ugly.
Yes. However, Kyle falls into ugly too.
See, you're so rude. I would. Now, in that scene, I was saying Kyle's attractive purely based on his actions. Honestly, I don't think that's entirely true. I find Kyle a little bit sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, what part of Kyle is sexy?
Kyle pick. Guys,
okay,
hit us
can you
up.
also
Do you reckon
include
Kyle's
the
sexy?
fat photo of Kyle nude on the Today Show?
I'll include that, and I'll also include a very unappealing photo of him I found of him on the streets of Sydney smoking a ciggy, and his stomach looks huge.
Now,
being said, would still bang.
Fat people aren't necessarily ugly, but I feel like Kyle does not give a shit about his appearance.
Yeah, but that's what's so odd. It just makes it so much better how much of a sexy
This is weird. I
beast he is,
really
right?
don't like opening the last episode of the season with you just wanking over Kyle. Going, oh yeah, Kyle.
Oh yeah. No, all right, let's move on. Zach, what's your first favorite memory?
First favorite memory was the fairy tale of creating show enemies and managing to get them on the show.
Oh yeah.
So I would like to say that we're going to reference all the clips that we played. So if you hear something that you like, we can send you to the episode that was referencing. Don't know what episode number it is, but Gus's clip was literally titled "Banging Kyle Sandilands." I think it's in the range of around episode 12. This consists of episodes 2 and 4. So if you haven't gone back and heard previous episodes, you'll hear how horrible our audio quality is. This is Creating Enemies, Gus and Zach.
We have an enemy.
Oh, no. Wait, am I supposed to know who this is?
Gus and Zac Handymen.
Gus and Zac Handymen.
Now, if you Google Zac and Gus, go Google Zac and Gus.
Yeah, the third result is Gus and Zac's Handyman service.
But it gets better. Click on Gus and Zac's Handyman service.
Alright. Which part am I supposed to be looking at? Wait, about www.
Bleep.
They have Bleep Hub as their website.
Yeah, for some reasons we won't read everything to maintain our E, but their services is ploughing. We have competition.
I want to get them on. I want these guys as guests. Yeah, we gotta message them.
Hey boys, we run a podcast called Zac and Gus, and we would love to have you guys as guests. And I've sent a message to them. We have our enemy, and we've contacted our enemy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Zac and Gus and Zac show.
We're joined by Zac, half of Gus and Zac from Gus and Zac's Handyman Services. Zac, how are you going?
Hey boys, what's going on?
What a storyline.
What a fucking memory. Oh my god. And for something like that to happen so early in our show, it was really quite magnificent.
The fact that people that we didn't know replied to our message and were like, yeah, we'll come on a podcast.
We called our enemies from the get-go, and they were just like, yeah, we'll come on your podcast.
And they were one of the highlights, definitely, obviously, for me.
Oh, absolutely.
They just did not stop providing references. I don't know if they still listen, so if anyone, Zac still listens. Gus would never.
Yeah, Gus was like never as on board. He came in at like the last 10 minutes of that episode, whereas Zac was there for the whole thing.
We created a group chat and Zac continued to use it, and so did Gus and I. But then Sydney Gus never really used it. But it inspired me of the fact that we planned to go to Sydney and do an episode a day, including 2 episodes with them.
And then obviously lockdown came back, etc., etc. But I am still keen to do that at some point in the future, and I hope that the boys would still be keen as well.
Even if they're not, we can still do a week in Sydney, because I feel like a week in Sydney would be very nice for the podcast.
Yeah. And yeah, they were definitely a big highlight of our show's history, and that is why my second memory is also Gus and Zac related, but luckily it's none of the audio you played. I want to flash back to when Zac from Gus and Zac played porn as his Zoom background. Hit play, Zac.
It should be asked, why on earth do you have that saved?
Well, you know, sometimes.
Oh, fuck. So, I mean, I guess this is the explicit episode. It doesn't matter. Pretty much, Zac has just put a fucking Brazzers video behind him of this blonde chick
Let it be
just
pointed
getting
out,
fucking
not me.
doggy-styled on a bed. So, thank you so much. I mean...
No worries, boys. Should I change it? It was a bit distracting.
It was a bit distracting indeed. And if you go to our Instagram account at Zac and Gus, you can actually see Zac with that Zoom background behind him.
It's such a weird thing. Like, I can remember getting people contacting me going, is that what your podcast is about? And it's like, no, that's just a noticeable memory.
We
that happened.
review porn. We review porn on Zoom with other people. That's what we do.
But the customary thing is you've got to put the porn you're reviewing behind you.
Yeah. And do like a scene by scene breakdown. That is what this show is all about.
That was honestly such a mess of an episode. It was great, but it was such a mess.
I mean, it wasn't helped by the fact that I mean, you had like 1 beer. I had a significant amount to drink, and I don't know how much Zac had to drink, but he was drinking throughout the episode.
And the way he kind of deteriorated seemed like he had been drinking for a while. It was a bit of a mess.
That was that was definitely the most explicit episode of the show.
I would beg to argue that getting Hugh on was more explicit.
Well, yeah, those were the last 2 times we ever played the infamous porn game. So
which you can find by going to episodes 4 and 8. We also played it quite a fair bit on the radio, but we can't actually put those audio grabs out
hopefully
anywhere.
One day, many, many years in the future, you'll get to hear that.
We won't send people to court for it, but hopefully that'd be nice.
Alrighty.
Do we want to do my
yes.
second memory, as I realise this is going way quicker than I thought it was going to be? Now, we've played a lot of games on the podcast, Gus, and it took me a very long time to get on the leaderboard. Now, I was aided by the fact
Because
that I
I'm
had
so
won.
fucking good!
I was aided by the fact that I won like almost every single game on a radio show, so I had a good head start. But you very quickly overtook me, and it wasn't until episode 9 that I even had a chance to get a game on the leaderboard.
We are playing the new game, Guess the Number of Stops on the PTV Line.
Oh, it's a train game. I mean, you're really giving me everything I'm good at.
I know.
And embarrassing me as I lose the game.
This will be a real deciding factor in how much of a PTV nerd you really are. Any line on the network, including local bus services.
Oh, you dickhead.
Round 1, the 101 Road Coach.
27.
That is a pass.
Yes! Never been happier to win something.
We're into round 2 now. The Warrnambool Train Line.
23.
You're really good at this, Zach. I mean, I knew you would be, but you're really good at this. You were within one... Oh, wait. No, I was reading the wrong one. I was reading the wrong answer.
Did I get it wrong?
What did you say?
23?
Oh, shit, you're just out. I put, it was plus or minus 3 and it's 19.
No.
So that's not a pass, sadly, Zach. The number 1 bus route in Geelong.
Oh. 56. I've got no clue on this one.
Zach?
Yeah?
That's within the boundaries.
No way!
64.
Oh.
64 is... Wait, is it within the boundaries? What did you say? It's not within the boundaries. I just did really bad math.
Did you not even calculate the 15% boundary?
No. It's plus or minus 10.
I guess 56. Didn't I?
56. Oh, yeah, that is. No, I was right. That is within the boundary. I should have gone with my instinct there. The Echuca train line.
Oh, you're bleeping joking. 27.
Zach, that is incorrect.
No.
It's 17.
Oh.
This is the tiebreaker round Bairnsdale train line.
What the f*** is the Bairnsdale train line? 17.
Right on.
Oh!
That was, yeah, very impressive. Very nice way to finish it off. Zach has won the first game since we started the podcast.
I haven't won a game of the podcast. I'm very happy. So, as you would have heard, Gus, when listening back to that, there were a heap of problems with that segment. Not once, but twice did you stuff up your maths. You prepared 5
I don't
rounds.
even, just consider how fucked up that is, guys. Considering I was in the accelerated program at school and I couldn't work out what a fucking boundary of 10 was from 64.
Apparently it was a running joke at the time that you were bad at maths, and we had, around episode 9, because I offered the idea of doing
I
a
do
bonus...
remember making a bunch of really stupid mistakes on the show.
I offered a bonus episode of just your bad math content. But what annoyed me the most was you told me the answer to round 3 during round 2, so you only had 4, so we had to go to a tiebreak, which we had to pause.
Oh yeah, I
recording
forgot about
for.
that. I hadn't even prepared the game well enough, so I had to sit there and come up with another round during the show.
And in addition to that, the PTV line stop number guessing game, that's really been a complete mess because you brought that back a second time. And the second time you calculated it wrong, and I only realized while editing, so we had to open the Zac and Gus court during the bedisode just to fix that mistake.
Yeah. Well, yeah. My third memory of the show is my third favorite memory of the show. Well, not third favorite, but third of the favorites. This is not by rank, I don't think. This is just from last week, actually, but
Oh, wow.
I thought it was such a great moment in our history that I had to include it. Receiving our first ever fan correspondence. Wait, which video did he comment on?
He commented on one saying, on the Brekkie-sode, he
Oh.
commented, "It was lovely eating breakfast with the Brekkie-sode. Also, did you guys get my email? Love you boys."
Yeah, no, I didn't see that. I don't really check them.
Oh, poor Joseph.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry,
so-
Joseph. Please forgive me.
Joseph starts off, "I started listening to your show when I was trying to see if another podcast, I never heard of him, was on iHeartRadio. Then this podcast showed up. The goofy cover art was enough for me to listen to this episode, and I was pleasantly surprised. I've been a loyal listener since.
Oh,
We've got a friend, Gus.
someone who doesn't know us personally actually listens to our show loyally.
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 Wow.
Yeah. So that happened. That was a big moment and a great way to wrap up the season. And we will be reading a follow-up email from Joseph later on in the show.
Yeah, that would have been in my top 5. However, didn't make it to the top 3. But that was still such a touching moment to know that someone that we don't know listened to the podcast and enjoyed it enough to actually write us not 1 but 2 emails and comment on a YouTube video. Mad
It
props
really
to you,
makes me
Joseph.
hopeful for the future of the show.
But mad props to mad props to anyone else who watches / listens to the podcast, even if you don't have
But
the balls
send
to
us an
contact
email.
us.
It's not that hard, and you'll definitely get talked about. So that's cool.
If you don't want to be talked about, we're happy to not talk about you. We would love to hear from you though. It'd just be great.
Again, it's zacandgusshow@gmail.com.
Do we want to hit my third and final memory, Gus?
Absolutely.
Now, I have ranked my memories in order, I reckon. And I mentioned at the start, I've got mad love for Hugh. Not in actual love, romantic way, but he's an amazing human being. And the fact that we were able to get him on the podcast and just chat
And
shit with him.
relive a very long-lived dream, well, a long-dead dream of us 3 from ages ago when we decided that we wanted to start a podcast together. Well, we got to do 1 episode of that podcast, which was pretty cool.
And even though we joke about it at the end of the episode, which I haven't included, this is episode 8, by the way, people, if you want to listen to it. Even though we joke about it, I would love to have Hugh back on the podcast in season 2. But these are my highlights from episode 8, the Han, Gus and Zac show.
Hello, everyone, and
Or the
welcome
episode.
to episode 8 of the Han, Gus and Zac show.
I don't want to be in it.
We've been saying...
Is that why you want to start?
We've been saving that joke for a while.
Literally, as soon as show 1 came out, we were like to Hugh, oh, you can also listen to the radio shows. And he's like, I want to play the porn game.
Because I think I'll be an expert on it. But there's like these little tubes that like so you can pee without getting off because like you're
Dr. Hugh?
like
I hope you meant pee so you don't get off the bed and pee.
you don't
Not
get
pee
off.
so you don't
Yeah,
orgasm
yeah,
as you pee.
yeah. So you
Bro,
get
I
off
find
the
it
bed.
so hard to pee without getting off these days. I don't go to public urinals anymore because as soon as it comes out...
Do you regret not pairing up with us, Hugh, and creating a podcast? Because look where we are now. We average a podcast a week.
Don't
Look
laugh.
where we are now.
Holy shit.
Hugh wanted the mattress, so we pulled a sneaky on him. We pulled the top mattress off. Me and you agreed to share the top mattress. We sent Hugh on the base mattress, which is uncomfortable as fuck.
Well, it's not a mattress. It's literally like it
was like
looks.
spring
It looks
bed.
like a mattress, but it's just got wooden planks in it to hold the actual mattress up.
So Hugh realized what a scam it was,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm on your bed. So there's 3 of us sleeping. Like Angus and I got good position, and Hugh's at our feet. And keep in mind, Angus and I are tall. So Hugh was literally having to deal with 1 foot in his mouth and 1 at his toes. And I vividly remember being a dick, and you had your mouth open, and I shoved my toe in your mouth.
What the fuck?
Didn't Tobias get an Instagram account at one point?
He had an Instagram account dedicated to him falling off trees.
Oh yeah, it was just called Tobias Falls. Yeah, there was a video. They were all slow motion. There was one where he fell off a tree. There was one where he fell off a urinal.
It was like a bin as
There was
well.
one where he fell into a bin. Come, can you come here? That was a fucking... Oh, I forgot how good that episode was.
It's
wow.
actually a banger. If we could recommend one episode, if you're cool with swearing
Yeah.
and if you're cool with shit, bad shit.
Yeah, go
episode
back and watch
8.
go back and watch the episode and the Zac and Gus and Zac show. It seems that all of our guest episodes end up being fucking amazing.
We will try and do more guest episodes in the future in season 2.
Speaking of Hugh and him calling himself an expert on porn in that, didn't he win the award for most likely to end up in the adult industry at your...
Yeah, so that
fucking-
segues
yeah,
into something I was going to do
valedictorian, whatever thing.
later. We had a valedictory dinner for Year 12s this week, and we did awards, and there were awards that went to both of us. Gus got one, and Hugh got one. Hugh got a few. He lost Best Asian. But he did
I can't
win.
lie. Jadini Lamborghini is my man.
Yeah, Jaden won it by a mile. Oh, not a mile, but Jaden did win it.
You just sounded like you made Hugh sound so shit there. Like he wasn't even close.
He was close.
He's a disgrace to his own race, is pretty much what you just said.
But yeah, so an award that Hugh did win was most likely to work in the adult entertainment industry. Hugh won that 75% of the overall vote. Nobody else
Who else
that was nominated. I think
Wait,
Byron.
how
No,
did he only...
no, sorry. Like nobody else that was nominated got more than one vote.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't remember everyone, but Byron A, Byron I, and then a few girls, which was a bit unfortunate for them.
Yeah, I won't ask you to name who they were, but I do want to know.
I'll tell you after the show.
Byron I surprises. We can stop talking about this. No one knows who any of these people
Yeah,
are.
let's move on. But something that did happen during valedictory dinner, we got letters to our Year 7 letters to our Year 12 selves. Mine's a piece of shit, but Gus, you wrote one, and we will be opening it.
Is mine good?
It's already been opened. Sorry, Mr. Mitchell made me open it. But it will be read live on the podcast later on in the episode.
Okay, this is fucking building up. I'm so excited to hear that.
But yeah, podcast episode 8 was actually a goddamn banger.
It was indeed, and that wraps up our favorite moments from the show.
Yeah, it does.
Sorry,
They're
I'm
not-
drinking water so much this episode, guys. I'm just thirsty as fuck. Also, you can go fuck yourself.
We don't only have 6 favorite memories from the show. There are quite a whole lot more.
So many good ones.
If you do miss us
you're
during
actually-
the break, we have
during this
30
game
episodes
that
up.
we're gonna play, they're very short grabs, but you'll hear a few more good moments from the podcast during this game that we're about to play.
Perfect.
So do you want to get into that?
Sweet, I'm happy to play the game.
This is the Zac and Gus podcast knowledge quiz. Except it's not a quiz for me because I made it. It's a quiz for Zac. How well does Zac know the podcast? Let's find out. Okay.
Before we find out, I want to give you an update on the leaderboard.
All right, sweet.
Shit. No. We will be back. Okay, so for the first time in history of the podcast, I am a game in front of you on the leaderboard. This is thanks to you not accurately predicting the grand final result last week.
That is correct. The Cats did not win, and I did not watch the game. Despite my best efforts, by the way, it's incredibly hard to fucking stream that shit.
Oh,
And I
no,
didn't have a
you
TV
actually
with fucking...
can't stream it. They do not make it available unless you pay, which is fucking dog.
Yeah,
Like-
no. I tried to pay for it, and I couldn't.
Well,
I mean, you can, but the apps are just so shitty and glitchy that it didn't work.
I pay, split off with someone, $25 a month to have the Foxtel streaming thing, and you can stream any sport ever, but you cannot do the grand final.
Yeah, no, I was trying to do it through the AFL app, and they were offering it, but I couldn't get through the payment screen.
That's fucked.
Because Australia can't develop good apps. Anyway, that's completely unrelated.
Yeah, so I'm on top for the first time ever. If I win this game, Gus... Actually, no. Sorry. Regardless, the way it works, when tied, the person who was in front before the tie stays on top. You need me to get... The moment I get more than 1 point correct, I finish the season on top of the leaderboard.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm on 15 games and 67 points. You're on 14 games and 66 points. In the event of a tie, the leaderboard ranks itself
Yeah.
who was in first before the tie. So that's me.
Okay. Zach, the essence of this game is I wanted to make a quiz on the Zac and Gus podcast, but I didn't want to listen through every episode and research the podcast to find out information about it to make a proper quiz. So you know what I did, Zach?
What did you do, Gus?
I got a random number generator and set it to numbers from 1 to 29 for a total of 5 rounds to get 5 random episodes. I then found the number of minutes in each of those episodes and again used a random number generator to find a timestamp from each one of those episodes. I am going to be playing the first 15 seconds of the random minute that it landed on, and you have to guess the episode.
Only 15 seconds.
15 seconds of a random minute of a random episode. Now, Zach,
I've lost this game.
I will be giving you the option
Oh,
to guess straight off the bat, and you will get 2 points if you get it on its own. Otherwise, you get 3 options, and it's 1 point if you get it right. And you're going to need 3 points to win the game. There are 5 rounds. So even if you got 2 right off the bat, you would have won.
do we
Or
want to make
three
it 3
right.
points, or I just need to beat you? So say if I guess straight off the bat and I lose, then you get 2 points.
Oh, okay.
So then I just need...
Okay.
I don't know what that would mean to make me beat you, but yeah.
Okay.
Sound fair?
That sounds fair. So I'll put a point counter on the screen so this
Thanks.
isn't extremely confusing for our listeners. Okay.
Oh yeah, because the listeners look at the screen.
All right. This episode, because it's the season finale, will actually be released on time. That's a promise.
That's the best joke of the season.
I may know. To be fair, when we do special episodes, remember I made that promise with the better-sode and I kept it.
That's true. You did. Do you want me to play
Okay.
grab one?
You can now play grab 1. This is the first 15 seconds of minute 32 of a random episode of the Zac and Gus
Wait.
podcast.
Sort of
That doesn't work. I disagree with that entirely. I don't think bi has an opposite. I think bi's opposite is...
Oh, actually, kind of, because bi is...
Bi isn't everything, though. I agree.
Yeah,
Asexual would be the opposite to pansexual.
But yeah, I would say... Ooh.
And that is the grab. We were talking about whether bisexuality had an opposite, presumably because someone said it did.
Ooh. No, it still doesn't help. Unless Kyle Sanderland said it, then I've got no clue who said it.
All right, Zach, would you like to guess the episode, or would you like 3 options?
I would love 3 options, thanks, Gus.
All right, you're going to get the options of 18, 23, or 25.
Am I allowed to look at the episode titles of each of those? And only the titles.
Sure.
18... What did you say? 18, 20, and 20... yeah, hit me with them again.
18, 23, or 25.
We almost give away money. Zac up Gust in case 1, so it's not that. Thanks, mate. Reusable condoms. I'm going to go 18.
It was 23. You are incorrect, sadly,
No.
Zach.
But 23 was the backup.
Yeah, shit, it was. Yeah, how would that have related into the button game that we played?
Someone would have mentioned be bisexual or be the opposite or something, and we would have had a go at one of the stupid fucking...
For those who don't know, we did a backup episode called a Zac up Gus in case, where we played the not the higher law game, the would you press the button game.
That's irritating.
And people for some reason enjoyed it. Okay. Zach,
1
would you like
point
to play
to you.
Grab? Yeah, 1 point to me. Would you like to play Grab 2, which is from timestamp 33 minutes? Their hot water wasn't working.
Why not a plumber?
Yeah, like that's... You need someone who can actually... Like, the cops wouldn't even know how to fix that. It doesn't make any sense.
No, what are they going to do? Find the
And
hot
it's
water?
not, like...
I do remember this episode, but I don't know what the number is. I've got no clue. We were talking
we were
about...
talking
you gave us
about-
weird reasons as to why cops were arresting people. No, why cops were being
No,
called.
why people were calling the cops, and someone called the cops over their hot water not working. Okay, Zach. Actually, I was going to start this off by giving you a hint, so I'll give you that hint now because I forgot. I was going to say that most of these are from earlier episodes.
Yeah.
Zach, would you like to guess this?
No way.
Without
I would
options?
like my 3 options, please.
Okay, was it episode 6, episode 4, or episode 7?
Is Timatic depressed? Jesus Dice and Blackheads. And what was the episode 4? Did you say?
I did. I said episode 6, episode 4, or episode 7.
Episode 4 is the Zac and Gus and Zac. No way, it's that. The audio quality was significantly worse. We heard that in one of my grabs. It's either 6 or 7, and all I remember was I bought something about the police, and then you bought something about the police.
I don't remember it all because remember I got these by using a random number generator.
That's
so
true.
Most of them I have no real context for because I only listened to the 15 seconds myself.
I'm going to go episode 6.
You are correct, Zach.
Yes. 1-1.
Which means that if you continue to take the option of getting 3 options, you need to get the next 2 right. Otherwise, you need to get one of the next 2 right with a random guess. I think.
Yeah.
Or
No,
I'm
we're
not counting-
1-1.
yeah.
If for me to stay on top, I can lose and stay on top. All I need is 1 more point, regardless of how it comes. If I get 2 points, then yeah, it's too complicated to say.
Too
Grab number
complicated.
2.
Let's not talk about the points.
It's 1-1.
Okay.
That's all we need to know. Grab 3.
Okay. Zach, number 4.
No, we haven't done 3. We haven't done 3.
Shit, you're right. Yep, no, my bad there.
Can we play it?
This is from 23 minutes in to a random episode. Hit play.
Hi, you've signed up for Stan. And I was like, I've what now?
Oh,
And
I know this already. Double points, episode 3.
Holy shit. Wow, that's impressive.
It's
Yep.
using the show email inappropriately. I don't even have it on screen, but that is using the show email
Oh, yeah, because
inappropriately.
the episode, that's one of the things where, yeah, that grab was literally about the name of the
I'll finish
title
the
of the
grab
episode.
because I was so stupidly confident. I didn't even listen to the whole thing.
I check the notification and I'm like so confused because I'm like, someone has my email. Why have they signed up for Stan? And then I look at the email and I'm like, the Zac and Gus show.
Yep,
Yep,
that
that
episode
was
3.
from the time that I used the Zac and Gus show email address to sign up for a free Stan membership.
So that puts
yeah,
me at 3
okay.
points and you at 1 point, Gus.
Yep. Looking good for you. Looking very good for you at this point, but that's good. I'm glad you have a comprehensive knowledge of our show.
Thank you.
Realistically, it's a good thing. Okay. This is round 4 from timestamp 13 of episode. Wait. Oh,
Random.
shit.
Random
Who set
episode.
the
Random episode. Gus. It's a
Random
random
episode.
episode. You should not be going that far into the sentence.
There is no way I took part.
Yeah, we literally used to spend all of recess and lunch playing it.
That's the kind of thing I would say in in the things I hate segment. Clash of Clans and the people who play it. And I still stand by that to this day. Fuck you if you play Clash of Clans. You are a piece of shit.
I've gone on and off that game so much throughout isolation. Currently, not playing it, so surely I get a point for that.
But sadly, that awards you a point in our friendship, but not in this game.
I've got no clue what episode that is from. I could definitely give you a range, but no clue. So I'll take the 3 options, please.
Was it episode 7, episode 5, or episode 9?
You're joking.
I'm not joking, Zach. As I said, these were all very early on in the show.
I would have put it between episodes 1 and 2, or 3.
Oh, you thought it was even earlier? Okay.
I thought the audio was that bad. So what were the numbers again? Sorry? I was just ignoring
It
your
was either
numbers.
7, 5, or 9.
So 5, letting old man vibe. 7, Jesus Dice and Blackheads. Or 9, the show goes to America. When did we play the things we hate? Ooh, I'm just gonna meet in the center of 2 worlds and go episode 7.
You are correct, Zach. It was episode 7, putting you on 4 points, which means you've won. But final round for glory points, and I just realized that I know you're going to get this one right. Like, there's no way you'll get it wrong. But it is a nice moment, and it's pretty funny, I think. So, yeah, hit play. Zach podcast.
Were you?
Yes.
Oh, I hate this.
Hey, you had alcohol too, so you can't talk.
One
much.
drink.
Zach is a lightweight drinker.
I had one drink. I
Zach
was
is such a
perfectly
lightweight
sober.
That's my favorite part. Just Hugh calling you a lightweight.
What I'm so confused about, if I didn't hear Hugh's voice, I would have 100% gone episode 4. Because I didn't realize I drank before episode 8.
No. We were talking about episode 4 in that, weren't we?
Must have been. Well, obviously Hugh's in it, so episode 8, the Han, Gus and Zach show.
Oh, and miraculously, you are correct. How could he have guessed that one?
Didn't even need the options. That's 6 points to me and 1 point to you, Gus.
Yeah. Congratulations, Zach. You know the show pretty damn well.
That does
and
mean
you're-
that the... Well,
You're
no,
the
you go.
winner. You're the winner of season 1. Holy shit.
Oh,
you
no,
won
no,
the
no,
fucking-
no, don't say that. Because if we include all the games in the radio shows, I'm not the winner of season 1.
No, season 1 of the podcast.
Yeah, but the leaderboard includes the radio games.
Yeah, okay, but if we were just talking about the games from season 1 of the podcast, you would have won season 1 of the podcast.
No, if we were just talking about the games, then you would have won because...
Oh, okay. Oh, so you've only won because of the radio games. Right. Yep, gotcha.
However, the total
gotcha.
results on the leaderboard are...
I won
Zach-
season 1, guys! I'm the best! I'm the fucking winner of season 1!
But that's not how we count it.
Yeah, but if we're looking at this objectively...
You know
won.
what?
That's
Actually,
all I- that's all
looking
I'm
at
saying,
it...
guys. I won. We get to play some celebration sound effects here. Fucking fireworks in the air. I won. I'm the winner of season 1. I'm the fucking winner.
Don't want to shit on your party. I won by 2 games in season 1. I won 4 radio show games. You won 2 radio show games. I will count the points, but it's a tie.
Okay, so we're tied for season 1.
I'm going to come in right here in the editing to say the actual winner of season 1. Hello everyone, it is Zach from the edit here with your season 1 results. Now, in the radio show days we played 6 games. I won 4 games, Gus won 2 games, and there was 1 tie. This resulted in 5 points to me and 3 points to Gus. Now, if you minus that from the current leaderboard, we are both equal with 11 wins. This is where the points from each game come in handy. After my 5 wins, I came away with 20 points. After Gus's 3 wins, he came away with 16 points. This leaves the final leaderboard for Season 1, including only Season 1 games, at Gus 11 games, 51 points, Zac 11 games, 53 points, making me the winner of Season 1.
Wow, wasn't it just cool to find out me definitely winning Season 1 just then, guys?
But let it
Zac.
be. No. I'm not letting you finish. The leaderboard doesn't count just Season 1. The leaderboard counts every game ever. I am the winner after Season 1. You cannot take that away from me.
Fair enough. I'm not trying to take that away from you, but I do think it would be cool to know who won the season as a whole.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyway, we shouldn't get into a fight right at the end, Zac. This has been wonderful, and I've enjoyed every moment of it.
But we haven't finished just yet. I'm about to read Gus his letter.
Holy shit, this has been 5 years in the waiting. I mean, I'd forgotten about it. I don't know what the fuck I wrote. This could be terrible, but let's see. I was very innocent in year 7, so don't expect it to be anything like how I am now.
The front cover of it is in block writing. It says Angus Reese Provan. I'm holding it up to the camera now.
Oh, I sort of remember doing that.
And on the back, danger with 2 Illuminati symbols. Do not open until 2020.
So fucking 2015.
Or you will be buried alive and taken by the devil. Now, future Gus really did not give a fuck about the devil. Now, the letter inside is folded like this. Well, like this. It's folded up for the camera. If it is, the first section is, if it is not 2020, leave now. The Illuminati sees all. And then another Illuminati sign. Unfold one side at a time.
Comedy genius.
The first side. Now, Gus, you ask yourself some questions. I'd love you to answer them.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Some interactivity. Let's go.
Hello, future me. What's it like being year 12?
Sorry, friend. We never made it that far. Despite all your expectations, I'm sure this is a shock to you, but you actually end up not giving a flying fuck about school.
Oh, no, but the second and third question is just equally as good. Did you ever get used to the travel, or did you end up moving to Geelong?
Okay, well, yes, very used to the travel, still do a lot of it. Actually love public transport. It's amazing. And
it is.
I did
it's
also
a wonderful wonder.
I also moved to Geelong and now in Melbourne. I bet you wouldn't have expected that.
I feel like year 7 Gus would be proud of you living in Melbourne.
Less proud that I dropped out, but proud of my geographical location.
I'm so tired by the weekend, I just want to crash. That's pretty Gus.
I mean, I honestly want to crash right now, so, I mean, it's not even the weekend. I relate to this kid so much.
We then unfold it to the next section, and I read this part out to the class. We didn't read everything to the class, but Mr. Mitchell wanted us to read anything that was funny. Is Jaden still the most annoying person in the world? He was really bad in the first week, but he's a bit better now. I still hate him, though.
That's so... Whoa, that's a strong word. Hate. I swear I remember in year 7 that I wouldn't leave Jaden alone. Also, on scale, I was probably one of the most annoying year 7s in existence. Because, like, the one thing that everyone says about year 7s is, oh, there's hierarchy and you don't fuck with the year 12s. I constantly fucked with the year 12s. They some of them really fucking hated me.
I'd like to also add the fact that Jaden made a chart of everyone in the class, and you were number one of it every single time.
Oh,
as
yeah,
the
Jaden
god,
points. I was
Yeah.
the head of our religion in year
Which was
7. Yeah, we
Jadenism.
had a religion. We had a fucking religion.
Yet you said you hated him and he's the most annoying person in the world. Poor Jaden.
And I was still at the top. That's fucking boss.
How many new friends do you have? Do you still hang out with Adrian in the library?
I still hang out with Adrian, but neither of us have been near the library in quite a while.
One last question on this section. Do you still play Gmod?
No, we've grown up and we have played the game that Gmod was based off, Half-Life 2.
Next section. Now this is where Gus gets funny. Do you have a girlfriend yet? Is she hot?
No comment on my dating life. I mean, you've lived it. You don't need me to go over it. It's a mess.
I wish I was you. Oh wait, I am you.
Classic Gus. No, that's a classic Gus bit.
Does Carrie still talk about Topanga? I bet she does. LOL.
Well, you just very much butchered the pronunciation of my sister's name. It's actually Kari.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kari.
She does not. I don't even remember that. Holy shit, year 7 was a different time. Oh my god.
Now, you're going to really regret this next line. You just lost the game, by the way. Get Shrek'd.
Oh, I lost the game. Fuck, you got me. I actually, honestly, I feel pretty fucking Shrek'd right now.
And to anyone else who's listening and knows what the game is, you also have now lost the game. Next section is actually quite nice. Do you still make short films? Have you gotten more pro at it? Have you won Tropfest yet?
Have not won Tropfest. Still made YouTube videos. We got a video with which nearly has 30k views. So you can be proud of that, I guess. You probably
I
wouldn't
honestly
be
think
if you saw the subject matter at that point. But
I honestly
regardless,
Year 7
we
you
do a
would be
weekly
proud.
podcast. We do a weekly podcast. That's pretty cool.
You're smashing out content. I think that's proud thing for Year 7 guys. Who also writes, it would be a lot harder to win now that you have to enter the adult comp. We deserved to win with Fly vs. Guy.
We absolutely did. I agree.
Last section, which starts off with a question I never really thought the answer would be yes to. Do you still play basketball? When the fuck did you play basketball?
I have no idea. And no, fuck sport.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Year 7 guys. I was listening through that whole thing actually going like, I'm not even ashamed of who I was in Year 7. I kind of love Year 7 me. But fuck off. No, we do not like sport. We do not like sport. Yeah.
Hugh and I both read that part and we were like, wasn't he really bad with ball sports?
I've always been terrible at every sport. Always dreaded sports class. Like genuinely wanted an exemption from it because I hated it.
Well, the next question is, the next two questions do not fulfill that. Have you signed up to play basketball at school? Did you ever get better at downball?
I do actually remember Year 7 me did persist and keep playing downball despite being shit, and then I was just like, fuck this.
And then you hated on Hugh and I for playing downball.
Yeah, because like, if you decide that you don't want to do something anymore, it's a well-known fact that you should talk shit on anyone who still continues to enjoy it.
Next question. Are you still friends with Lewis?
I assume that's Lewis from our class. Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, we're still buds.
And then it finishes off with a nice little message. I'm not sure exactly when you'll get this letter, but I think it will be when you finish school. So happy late 18th birthday. I hope you enjoyed reading this, and I hope it brought back happy memories. Yours sincerely,
Technically, yeah, I have finished school. I mean, not finished, but I'm gone. thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. And honestly, that brought back some fucking happy memories. I wasn't sure what to think going into that, but yeah, that was great. I love that.
I will send you that letter so you can have it, and I will also send you
Thank
your
you.
award for most likely to go to jail.
All right, guys. I reckon we wrap it up now. Thank you to everyone who has listened to this show over these past 4-5 months or however long it's been.
I think it's been
a
5
great
months.
time. It's been great to gain a little listenership, but I mean, now more than ever, if you have enjoyed this, share it with your friends. Let them know that we'll be coming back better than ever for season 2. Yeah.
It's been really nice having all of you listen. It's been really nice motivation for Gus and I to do something on a weekly basis and just get creative. Obviously, people who've listened to this once will not have heard this. Will not hear this, sorry. But thank you for everyone, whether you listen to one episode or whether you've listened to the entire thing. Whether you know us or whether you don't know us. Watching people watch the podcast actually means a lot to us. People that watch the Instagram videos, the YouTube videos, the Reels, the TikToks, and when they like it, it means the absolute world to the both of us.
It really does. And if you guys are just itching for Zac and Gus content between now and when we come back, I am planning on doing a little video soon. But not with Zac, but on the Zac and Gus channel where I play Shrek 2 Paint and Create.
Yes. So you actually got that?
I got it.
DVD.
It just arrived in the mail. I loved the letter that came alongside it. It was amazing.
What was the letter?
Now, you wrote some funny shit. I'd go get it, but I can't be fucked.
Great.
Also, the email from Joseph. Do we want to quickly finish off by reading that out?
I've got to start.
We're pretty
my
late.
camera again.
We've gone for a while. Yeah.
We're going to have to pay for an extra little bit, and this is our last episode, so I reckon you can hurry through Joseph's email. We'll be back
All right.
right after this.
All right, so as mentioned earlier in the show, our first fan email came from Joseph in America, and I'm going to be reading out a follow-up email that he sent us titled, Gus's Doubts Shaking My Head.
I would also
Because-
like to say, trust us to fucking say our thank yous, and then go, wait, we're doing one more thing.
Yeah, we're doing one last thing, and we've kind of fucked that up because I don't think it was written on the planning document that we were doing
No,
this.
it wasn't.
So, yeah, I think I raised doubts as to Joseph being real last week because I was in such disbelief about this email.
Wait. I thought I said he wasn't real. Is it?
Okay, well, maybe
Is
we
it
both
possible,
did, but
Joseph? Now, Joseph, we could be incredibly wrong, and we will reply to your email in text when you send it, because obviously you're not going to wait a month for us to speak our reply. Do you know who's who? Completely fine if you don't.
I think I think he does because, I mean, I vaguely remember saying that. I'm not sure, but
I swear
I don't know.
said...
Does he watch the video or does he listen to the audio? Probably.
Okay,
listens to
this
the audio.
voice right now, for anyone who's listening, Jesus Christ, I guess we haven't really done this. I'm Zac.
Yeah, we don't, like, some podcasts start off the show by being like, I'm Gus, I'm Zac, and, but we don't ever do that. We kind of just assume you'll work it out from context. Anyway, this is the email that Joseph sent. What's up, boys? I guess these emails are now a weekly occurrence, even though Gus doesn't believe in my existence, shaking my head. We might have a build-up of Joseph emails when we come back then. I just got back from my mission trip, and I was... What was his mission?
What's a mission trip? That might be an American thing. I've never heard of a mission trip. All I know is mission make chips, and the chips aren't that great.
Was it a trip where you went and ate Mission tortilla chips? I hope so.
No, that would be a
disagree with
shit
Zac.
trip.
I think they're pretty good.
Great.
Okay, here we go. First, I was definitely making fun of Pauline Hanson. You just called her Australia's favourite redhead in the video, and that is what I was referring to.
So he
I
does
really
watch the video.
I really enjoyed this week's episode, and I genuinely thought you boys were going to end the show there for a second. But I'm looking forward to season 2. Guest appearance? ?
Look, if we could pull that off, that'd be absolutely amazing to get an American on the show.
It would. Yo, you boys want to buy some dog collars? Kidding. Probably had Gus there for a second. You did, Joseph. Also, no, Sylvester Stallone is not a porn star. That is a throwback to last week. Me genuinely being like, oh yeah, I think I know who Sylvester Stallone is. Is he a porn star? Turns out he's a very famous actor. I'm glad to have made it.
After watching that Sylvester Stallone thing, I saw a Hamish and Andy video on Frank Stallone.
I see. I'm glad to have made it to the Zac and Gus Wall of Fame. I've attached a picture to post on the Wall of Fame on your set. Grow that thing, man. Keep up the great work, guys. I honestly love your show. And good luck on exams, Zach.
Oh, okay. So
Now-
he does know who we are. Thanks, Joseph. I will fail, but I will think of you for it. Not
And
blame you,
Joseph
not
has... I'll put a photo of Joseph up on screen now. And he has included a photo. So that will be on our set when we come back in person for Season 2.
God, okay. Joseph's allowed to induct himself into the Hall of Fame, but you are not allowed to email us and go, hi, I'd like my place in the Hall of Fame. Every other fucker has to...
Yeah,
earn
you
it.
can't just send us an email and be like, here's a photo of me now I'm on your set. Joseph is a special case. There would have to be a good reason for that in the future.
I think other people that we can posthumously add to the Hall of Fame are Hugh, Gus, and Zach. The Gus and Zach from Sydney.
And Dane, of course.
Dane and Raj,
Yeah.
the real Raj, if you listen.
Alrighty, well, this episode has stretched on for a long time, Zach. Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, sorry, one last thing, and in addition to all the thank yous, we will still be posting, did I say that? We'll still be posting in our social medias?
Yeah, you already said that. Alright, guys. For the last time this season, we'll see you next... Oh, wait. I nearly said...
We'll see
For the
you
first
sometime
time
soon.
this season, we won't see you next week.
That was the last ever episode of the Zac and Gus podcast for season 1.
Thank you guys for tuning in. If you've been here from the start, thanks for sticking with us all this time. If you have just recently joined us, then you have 29 other episodes to go back and listen to.
If you enjoyed any of it, you can subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting app, and we would love it if you gave us a 5-star review and rating on iTunes or whatever other podcast app you use.
Preferably iTunes, though. That's the one that really matters. Go follow us on the Instagram for any updates regarding future podcasting and when we're coming back and all that kind of stuff. And if you want to email the show, we're at zacandgusshow@gmail.com.
The Instagram, which you didn't mention, Gus, that's at Zac and Gus. So is the Facebook, Zac and Gus. You can watch all of the shows on YouTube. Zac and Gus Show.
We also have a TikTok at Zac and Gus and a highlights channel, Zac and Gus Highlights, which you can find through our main YouTube channel.
We also have a website, zacandgus.com. We don't really use it for much, but you can check it out. Yeah, thank you. We will be returning around the start of December or the end of November 2020.
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.